Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Okay. So, any doubts up till now? Whatever we have done, the rules that we have touched. Any doubts? None. Okay. So we're going to start off with rule 9 and 10 today. So I'll be showing you a movie on 9 and 10, and then we'll go into explanations of that. So let me show you a movie on rule 9 first. So just sharing my screen. Let me know when you can hear the sound. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For an action to avoid collision.
Hello, welcome to the postgraduate program in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning offered by the University of Texas.
Narrow channels. These rules apply
Can you
to
hear the sound?
vessels navigating in the narrow channel or fairway.
Can you hear
A
the sound?
vessel, when within a narrow channel or fairway,
Yes, sir.
should navigate on the outer limit of the channel or fairway on her starboard side, as long as it is safe. It has to consider factors like draft and width of the ship, in relation to depth and width of channel. Vessel, less than 20 meters in length, should not impede the passage of a ship navigating within narrow channel or fairway. Similarly, a sailing vessel should not come and disturb the passage of a ship navigating within a narrow channel or fairway. These small vessels and the sailing craft can always use the shallower part of the channel. Fishing vessels in a fairway. The fishing vessels, while fishing, should not come to obstruct the safe passage of another ship navigating within the narrow channel or fairway. Crossing vessels in a fairway. Crossing vessels are warned not to cross the channel or fairway if such an action obstructs the safe passage of another ship navigating within the narrow channel or Fairway. A vessel can cross the fairway if this does not impede the passage of a ship following the channel. Vessel navigating within narrow channel has any doubt about the intention of the crossing vessel, then it may sound one prolonged blast. As mentioned in Rule 34D, to know the intention of the crossing vessel. Overtaking vessels in a fairway. In this case, if the vessel behind wants to overtake, then she has to sound the signal. 2 prolonged blasts followed by 1 short blast. To mean, I intend to overtake you on your starboard side. If in agreement, the ship to be overtaken should go to one side of the channel and sound 1 prolonged, 1 short, 1 prolonged, and 1 short blast. Similarly, if the ship wants to overtake from the port side, it will sound 2 prolonged blasts followed by 2 short blasts. If in agreement, vessel to be overtaken should go on one side and sound 1 prolonged, 1 short, 1 prolonged, and 1 short blast. If the ship ahead does not understand the signal, she should sound at least 5 short and rapid blasts on the whistle to know the intention. Even after the agreement of the ship ahead, the final responsibility to keep clear in such situation lies with the overtaking vessel only, as per the Rule 13. Bend and obstructions in a fairway. A vessel when nearing a bend or an area of obstruction in a channel should sound 1 prolonged blast. Any approaching vessel within the hearing range should answer the signal with another prolonged blast. Anchoring in a fairway. As far as possible, vessels should avoid anchoring in narrow channels, except for the safety reasons, where other vessels should be warned, and special care should be taken.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their plates.
In or near an area of restricted visibility, whether by day or night, the signals prescribed in this rule shall be used as follows.
Okay, so the rule was very simple. In Rule 9, we're talking about narrow channel, and we are talking about that our vessel, which is own ship, she'll have the right of way. So basically, in narrow channel, any vessel cannot cross me. It cannot.
Sir, can I please ask one question, sir?
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Sir, मेरा एक question है कि in the rules always it is given that when you are going astern, when you are overtaking, when you are like altering course, you have to sound signals. But in sir, practically, sir, we never sound any signals, sir. I have never seen neither either my ship, neither other ship to do. So it was like previously it was done, now it has been stopped, or it is just mentioned in the rules and it was never been done.
It is something like if you're driving your car on the road, do you continuously keep honking?
No, sir.
Why you don't do that?
Sir, to avoid disturbance.
Disturbance to whom?
To, sir, other people and also for us, sir.
Correct. So the same logic applies. So the rules are there. If I'm altering course, I'm supposed to give one short blast, right? But if I start giving short blasts for every alteration to starboard, imagine the situation on board. The guys who are down below, will they be able to sleep?
No, sir. Sir, but if in case of any accident, sir.
So that is the reason why that when it is a normal routine, we don't sound. But if I'm in a precarious situation or any situation which involves attention, then automatically I am expected to sound. At that point in time, there is nothing known as कि नहीं अभी वो जो second officer है वो सो रहा है, वो off duty है, तो उसको disturb नहीं करना है. At that point in time, I will not think of that. So at that point in time, I will put a blast. But if I have a collision and I have not sounded 5 short blasts, then I have contravened 34 delta. You have to understand that.
Yes.
That is the thing. So you are supposed to sound it before any kind of a collision or any kind of a situation is developing. You're supposed to sound that. That time you're not going to think कि second officer सो रहा है या chief officer सो रहा है या captain सो रहा है. तो इसलिए जब हम सिंगापुर ट्रांजिट कर रहे होते हैं, we are already ready with the blast. Whenever we are in English Channel, we are ready with that. But when I am in Bay of Biscay, that time I will not be sounding. That time I have got other problems. I'll be doing rock and roll with the weather. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Any other doubt?
सर एक बार ही ना जो भी आप वीडियो दिखा रहे थे तो उसमें एक बार ही बोला गया था पैसेज और एक बार ही बोला गया था सेफ पैसेज. सर वो समझ में नहीं आया सर.
तो बेसिकली जब सो बेसिकली जब हम बात करते हैं so in whenever so in Alpha, Bravo, Charlie and Delta of Rule 9, it is always a passage, right? A passage is a usual normal passage which is there between in a narrow channel. But the moment I am either a CBD or my own vessel is going near the banks or is coming in, there is a shallow room available for me, then that passage becomes a safe passage. That means if I am going to be overtaking somebody, I need a safe passage for it. And it is my duty to give that. to the other vessel. The other vessel, on the other hand, is supposed to provide me with that if she's in agreement. So if she sounds, so if I'm going to be overtaking her, I'll sound to prolong one shot, or I'm overtaking you from starboard side. She will sound Charlie. One prolong, one shot, one prolong, one shot. She's sounding yes. Yes, please go ahead. But if there is another vessel ahead of her, then she will sound 5 shot and rapid blast. Means please don't overtake.
Okay,
That is
sir.
it.
Because that vessel don't have safe passage.
Correct.
Okay,
That is
sir. Thank you.
so. The key word in this rule number 9 over here. So if I'm in rule number 9, narrow channel. This is my vessel, which is going through this. This is vessel A, powder-in vessel. And this is a vessel B. And she is a powder-in vessel. So between A and B, who will take action?
B, sir.
SLB.
Vessel B will take action. Vessel A will maintain her course and speed. So A will maintain course and speed. A will maintain her course and speed. B will take action. B does not take any action. What will A do?
Sound
5
shot and rapid blast.
Sound 5 short and rapid blast to attract her attention. B still does not take any action. What will A do?
Reduce speed and take all her way off.
Correct. Reduce speed. If necessary, stop engine. And after that, inform VTS. This is what she will do. Is this action by A okay with everyone? Is action by A okay with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What action will B do?
Sir, keep clear of the A vessel.
So what action will B do? So if you are on B, what will you do?
Sir, alter course to
starboard.
port
Alter goes to port.
and pass from the stern of the vessel.
अच्छा तो मतलब इधर यहाँ पे zigzagging शुरू कर दोगे?
Sir, Siddharth,
You will stop your main engine. You will allow alpha to pass. This is what you will do. You will stop your main engines. Under any circumstance, you will not cross this line. So you will remain here. You're not going to do any zigzagging. You can't navigate in this area. तो यहीं पे अटके रहोगे. Is that okay? Stop
Sir,
main
can't we give
engine.
one until a vessel will be passed and clear?
Correct. So you'll stop your main engines. You'll allow A to pass. So if necessary, you'll go astern on your engines and stay, but stay put there. No changing of your heading. The moment you cross, you give your starboard or port alteration, means you are giving an indication to this guy for that you are taking some other action. You're causing confusion. You stay put at this place with the same heading. Is that okay?
Sir, can't we make a round turn?
No, you can't. यहाँ पे आप गोल चक्कर काटते रहोगे क्या? सोचो, दिमाग लगाओ भाई. जब आप हाईवे को क्रॉस कर रहे होते हो, वहां पे गोल चक्कर काटना शुरू कर देते हो क्या? वहां पे वेट
खड़े हो
करते
जाते
हो
हैं
ना,
सर, साइड
खड़े हो जाते हो ना, वेट करते हो ट्रैफिक जाएगा, जब चला जाएगा उसके बाद क्रॉस करोगे, यही करते हो ना. तो सेम चीज करोगे यहाँ पे. Allow A to pass, and once A has passed, then you go across. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, vessel Bravo is a fishing vessel. What will be your action? On A.
Sir, same action.
Same action. This is a sailing vessel. Same action. This is a NUC or a RAN. Same action. This is a CBD. Then also same action. Why? Because 9 delta says a vessel. A vessel. That means any vessel. A vessel shall not cross a narrow channel. A vessel as per 9 delta. Is this okay with everyone?
Yes, sir.
So, because it is written a vessel as per 9 delta, so सारे के सारे vessels यहाँ पे ब्रावो बन गए. अल्फा अपना मेंटेन करेगा. ये एक्शन, ये नहीं, इनके एक्शन सबके यही होंगे. Is 9 delta okay with everyone? Any doubts? ठीक है.
सर इस चीज का क्या मतलब है सर?
किस चीज
द लेटर वेसल मतलब सर, सॉरी सर, इसको बता दीजिए सर.
कहाँ पे है लेटर वेसल?
सर डी डेल्टा में.
Delta.
फेयरवे के बाद सर, फुल
A
स्टॉप के
vessel
बाद.
shall not cross a narrow channel or fairway if such crossing impedes the passage of a vessel which can safely navigate only within such vessel. The latter vessel, former vessel, latter vessel. So a vessel shall not cross. ये vessel cross नहीं करेगा.
अनदर वेसल की बात कर रहा है ना सर ये,
तो
मतलब इसमें
ये former vessel है, ये latter vessel है.
ओके सर.
So vessel A may use the appropriate signals if in doubt as to the intention of the crossing vessel. So vessel A is sounding 5 short and rapid blasts. This is the latter vessel. This is the former vessel.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Rule 9. Any other doubt? Anybody has?
Doubt, sir.
हाँ जी.
जो वैसे नैरो चैनल से बाहर भी नेविगेट कर सकता है, उसका डेप्थ कम हो और फिर भी वो नैरो चैनल फॉलो कर रहा हो, तो उसके लिए क्या अप्लाई करेगा?
That's right. कौन सा रूल अप्लाई करेगा? रूल 9.
9D, yes sir.
9.
Suppose that depth 30 meters है, उसका ड्राफ्ट 4 और 5 meters है, उसके बाहर का जो एरिया उसका डेप्थ थोड़ा ज्यादा है compared to ड्राफ्ट 10-12 meters, तो वो तो बाहर जा सकते हैं.
Depths are not. So long as a vessel is going like this, that she is the one who is going.
Sir, in this case, she can safely navigate outside narrow channel as well.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. So long as she is going in this, she has a right.
सर इनके सर अगर ये फिशिंग वेसल या सर लाइक मतलब सेंस नहीं बनता इस क्वेश्चन का, मुझे ही पता है. लाइक ये पैसेज कर रहा हो सर इसमें ना नैरो चैनल में या किसी में फिशिंग वेसल वगैरह सर, या सेलिंग वेसल, अगर वो पैसेज कर रहा है उसमें, तो सर उसके लिए लेंथ का कुछ अलग फैक्टर है क्या सर? लाइक 9B में जो दिया हुआ है, ए वेसल ऑफ लेस देन 20 मीटर इन लेंथ, तो सर उसका ये पॉइंट समझ में नहीं आ रहा सर। अगर वो वहां पे अगर चल रहा है तो उससे कुछ रिलेशन है क्या इसका सर?
हाँ है ना, वही तो दिखाया था आपको मूवी में कि your powder vessel was there and a fishing vessel was also going in the lane, in the narrow channel. Then can the fishing vessel impede the passage of a vessel A? Answer is no. Supposing
बट
ये
सर
vessel
एक
A,
बात पूछनी थी सर।
a vessel A over here, and you have got a fishing vessel over here. This is vessel Charlie. So can she be over here? No, she's got no business to be in this.
बट सर वो फिशिंग नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो फिशिंग वेसल नहीं हुआ ना उस टाइम पे।
अरे भाई मेरे यार, कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच जाते हो।
लाइक वो सर पैसेज कर रहा है हमारे साथ में, फिशिंग नहीं कर रहा है सर।
तो अच्छा 10 मिनट के बाद फिर फिशिंग करेगा फिर
तो कुछ नहीं बोल सकते सर।
तो इसीलिए तो वो फिशिंग है। देयर इज नथिंग नोन एज कि वो फिशिंग नहीं कर रहा है या कर रहा है, वो सब तो वो तो आपने क्रिएट कर दिया है। तो फिशिंग वंस अ फिशिंग वेसल ऑलवेज अ फिशिंग वेसल।
ओके सर।
वंस अ फिशिंग वेसल शी इज ऑलवेज अ फिशिंग वेसल। शी इज वेसल एंगेज्ड इन फिशिंग। उसका उसका बिजनेस है फिशिंग, उसका धंधा है फिशिंग, उसकी रोजी रोटी है फिशिंग, वो फिशिंग करेगा। चाहे वो इस वक्त उसने डाली है नहीं डाली है वो नहीं है। She cannot come in and disturb me over here. In open sea, she's got a right of way. In open sea, I have to keep a check on her. But in narrow channel, she cannot come and disturb me.
बट सर अगर उसकी लेंथ 20 मीटर से ज्यादा होगी,
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेंथ वेंथ को छोड़ो ना तुम, कोई फिशिंग वेसल है, बात खत्म हो जाती है। Vessel length less than 20 meters has got no bearing. She's a vessel. We're not talking about over here. A vessel length less than 20 meters has been given one special category. She's not supposed to disturb me. Because all these pleasure yachts, etc., they come under that category. Length less than 20 meters. So इसलिए वो डाल दिया गया। नहीं तो these pleasure yachts will always be, the moment I am transiting Kiel Canal or Suez Canal, these pleasure yachts will come and start disturbing me, na?
So one more doubt.
Of course sir.
Sir, आपने ये बोला कि RAM, NUC ये सब है, बट ये एज पर कौन सा रूल होगा, मतलब कौन सा पार्ट रूल के 9?
मैं तभी तो लिख दिया यहाँ पे 9 डेल्टा। अ वेसल, अ कौन सा मतलब क्या होता है? एनी वेसल।
अंडरस्टूड सर, अंडरस्टूड।
अ वेसल मींस एनी वेसल, कोई भी हो सकता है, वो मेरे को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेगा। दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ इट। इज दैट ओके?
यस सर। रूल नंबर 9 का इको का सेकंड पार्ट पूछ सकता हूँ सर?
पूछो।
सर, does not relieve the overtaking vessel of her obligation under rule 13. मतलब वहां पे 13 रूल अप्लाई नहीं होगा सर?
ये वेसल ए है, ये वेसल चार्ली है। She is also a powder vessel. She is doing 8 knots. I am doing 10 knots. So this vessel ये यहां से ओवरटेक करके स्टारबोर्ड साइड से जाना चाहता है इसको, तो क्या ए जा सकता है ओवरटेक करके?
डायरेक्टली तो नहीं जा सकता सर। फर्स्ट वी हैव टू inform, I mean sir, first we have to notify that vessel we want to overtake you,
so
according to rule number 9.
So how will you notify her? How will you notify her?
Sir, by sound signal sir.
Two prolonged one shot.
What will two prolonged one shot?
Then it will give reply
then it will give reply. It will give Charlie. Now I can go ahead and overtake. So,
Yes, sir.
so therefore, this rule does not relieve the overtaking vessel of her obligation under Rule 13. Rule 13 में जो overtaking vessel की obligation थी, वो अभी भी कायम है. So vessel A has to keep clear of Charlie. Just like Charlie has to give way for safe passage of Alpha, Alpha has to keep clear of. ये नहीं कि ये आगे जाके फिर इसको disturb करने लग जाए. वो नहीं कर सकता.
Then she cannot say I'm the like you have to overtake me now or like.
Yeah. So therefore, Alpha will her obligation to keep out of the way of Charlie remains intact.
सर
Okay,
सर जैसे वेसल चार्ली है और वो आगे से कोई वेसल आ रहा है, वो सर्टेन टाइम के लिए कंफर्टेबल नहीं है कि वो वेसल ए ओवरटेक करने के लिए, तो उस टाइम पे फिर चार्ली क्या साउंड करेगा सर?
5 short and rapid blasts. So Charlie will sound 5 short and rapid blasts to indicate to A that I don't want you to overtake. Is that okay?
Yes sir.
So he'll sound 5 short blasts to indicate to Alpha, please hold on. I don't want you to overtake. So what will be your action on Alpha? Reduce speed. Do not overtake Charlie. That's what you'll do on Alpha. Is that okay?
yes sir. और सर जब भी अपन रूल नंबर 9 की एफ की बात करेंगे सर फॉस्फोट की, तो उसमें सर जब अपन एक किसी मतलब जैसे सार पेज है दूसरा साइड का नहीं दिख रहा है सर, तो उसके लिए बस साउंड सिग्नल ही है सर या अदरवाइज कुछ और भी है सर?
Nothing. You will sound one prolonged blast, that's all. And the other vessel will also sound one prolonged blast, that's all. So as to indicate the other guy कि भैया मैं आ रहा हूँ.
Okay sir.
And under any circumstance, you cannot drop anchor in a narrow channel. That is ruled out. You cannot drop anchor. Come what may.
Sir, avoid है, but we can sir in emergency.
No. अरे भैया फिर शुरू हो गए. तो फिर शुरू की क्लास में क्या बताया था? अवॉइड का क्या मतलब होता है? What is the meaning? Point number 3.
Yes sir. Yes sir, याद आ गया सर.
Thank God याद आ गया, नहीं तो 2 महीने के बाद याद आता.
Yes sir, yes sir.
So that is rule number 9 for you. Any other doubt in rule number 9?
Yes sir. सर जैसे हम वेसल ए और बी की क्रॉसिंग सिचुएशन डिस्कस कर रहे थे, उसमें अगर हम मान लेते हैं कि जो वेसल बी है इज नियरिंग अ बेंड और वो भी एक चैनल में है, इनका टी पॉइंट बन रहा है, तो एक्शन स्टिल इन दैट केस विल रिमेन द सेम?
Absolutely right. The action will remain the same. Action will remain the same. Nearing a bend, one prolonged blast.
Okay sir.
One prolonged blast on each vessel will sound. Any other doubt in rule number 9? Any other doubt in rule number 9?
Sir, what if the rule, if this vessel B is NUC, sir, and we are nearing a bend, then what will be the situation? Or we are having any shallow patch?
No, why are you mixing up issues? Please try to understand. This vessel, Bravo, is not in the narrow channel. If a vessel has got any of these calamities, such as NUC, she's got no business to be entering into a narrow channel. Na? The onus is on her. not to enter.
Sir, but if in case, sir, we are in a narrow channel, this vessel already entered the narrow channel. Now
Then
it
she has
is.
to, then she has to get out of the
But
narrow channel.
okay, sir.
She has to get out. She's going to cause a chaos there, na? She's a danger to navigation because she's a NUC.
Okay, sir.
So the same thing applies to you also, na? A. Supposing you have a main engine failure, vessel A, what will you do? Now you're a NUC. So where will you go? You'll get out of the channel and drop your anchor outside and do your repairs, inform VTIS. But you got no business to be remaining inside the narrow channel and causing a harm to everybody. Na? You'll first you have to go on to one side so that you allow the oncoming traffic to pass by. सबसे पहले तो आपको वो करना है, उसके बाद आप बाकी सारी चीजें करोगे. ठीक है? Is that okay? Any other doubt? In this narrow channel, can I overtake from the port side? Is this allowed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is allowed. By sounding what signal?
Too prolonged, too short.
Too prolonged, too short. So this is allowed. This is allowed. And if Charlie is in agreement, he will sound yes, one prolonged, one short, one prolonged, one short. And if she is not in agreement, she will sound 5 short blasts. This is how it operates. ठीक है? Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me now come to rule number 10. Okay, sharing my screen with you. Let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Now, okay, sir. We can see, sir.
You can see? Okay. Let me know when you can hear
Yes,
us,
sir.
when you can hear the sound.
Hello and welcome to today's video where we're looking at Rule 10
You
traffic
can hear the
separation
sound?
schemes. As always,
Loud
we're going
and
to
clear,
look at the
sir.
rule itself
Okay.
and then apply that rule in a couple of different situations. So firstly, when does the rule apply? Well, this rule applies to traffic separation schemes adopted by the organisation and does not relieve any vessel of her obligation under any other rule. So the TSS must be adopted by the IMO and all the other rules still apply. A vessel using traffic separation scheme shall proceed in the appropriate traffic lane in the general direction of traffic flow for that lane. So we can see now these two vessels are following the traffic separation scheme. They're in the appropriate lane following the general direction of flow as indicated by the arrows. So far as practicable, keep clear of a traffic separation line or separation zone. Separation lines and zones are the magenta areas on the chart. Clearly the bit between the lanes is the separation zone and the bits at the edges are the separation lines. Normally join or leave a traffic lane at the termination of the lane, but when joining or leaving from either side shall do so at as small an angle to the general direction of traffic flow as practicable. So the blue vessel is coming out to leave at as small an angle as is safe and practicable. She's going to a port along the side of the traffic separation scheme, and the green vessel has left at the termination of the lane. A vessel shall, so far as practicable, avoid crossing traffic lanes, but if obliged to do so, shall cross on a heading as nearly as practicable at right angles to the general direction of traffic flow. So now the red vessel wants to cross the traffic lanes. They've got to maintain a heading at right angles to the direction of flow in each of the lanes. They've got to get straight across as quick as they can. But what happens if there's a tide or a wind blowing the vessel sideways? Well, they've still got to maintain that heading at right angles. Yes, they're going to be swept sideways and their ground track is not going to be at right angles, but their heading must be. You can see that the track over the ground that they've followed is actually quite a long one, but they've maintained their right angle heading. The reason for this is you need to maintain aspect and get across the lane as quick as you can. And now we're on to the inshore traffic zones. Now not every traffic separation scheme will have these zones, but if it does, it will be marked on the chart. And a vessel shall not use an inshore traffic zone when she can safely use the appropriate traffic lane within the adjacent traffic separation scheme. However, vessels less than 20 metres, sailing vessels, and vessels engaged in fishing may use the inshore traffic zone. Notwithstanding the previous paragraph, of course, if you're en route to or from a port, offshore installation or structure, pilot station, or other place within the inshore traffic zone, you may use it, or of course, to avoid immediate danger. A vessel, other than a crossing vessel, or a vessel joining or leaving a lane, shall not normally enter a separation zone or cross a separation line, except in cases of emergency to avoid immediate danger, to engage in fishing within a separation zone. So this goes back to that first paragraph where it says vessels need to normally keep clear of separation lines and separation zones. A vessel navigating in areas near the terminations of the traffic separation scheme shall do so with particular caution. And of course here we're talking about the area where the green vessel is heading. Vessels are coming in and out of the traffic separation scheme. It's going to be busy. You need to navigate with particular caution. A vessel shall, so far as practicable, avoid anchoring in a traffic separation scheme or in areas near its terminations. Again, this makes sense. Don't anchor in that area. There's a TSS there because it's a busy area. A vessel not using a traffic separation scheme shall avoid it by as wide a margin as is practicable. Again, makes sense. If you're not using it, just stay well away. A vessel engaged in fishing shall not impede the passage of any vessel following a traffic lane. Now remember back to Rule 9, where the fishing vessels had to keep out of everybody's way. It's the same in a traffic separation scheme. If a vessel is following a traffic lane, a vessel engaged in fishing is not meant to impede you. And then vessels of less than 20 metres in length or a sailing vessel shall not impede the passage of a power-driven vessel following a traffic lane. So these two There's less people that they're not meant to impede, but they're still meant to not impede the passage of power-driven vessels following traffic lanes. Then the final two paragraphs are exemptions to the rule. If you're restricted in your ability to manoeuvre, engaged in operation for the maintenance of safety of navigation in a traffic separation scheme, and if you're restricted in your ability to manoeuvre, engaged in laying, servicing, or picking up a submarine cable within a traffic separation scheme, both situations you're exempted from complying with this rule to the extent necessary to carry out the operation. And now I just want to have a look at one particular example of a crossing situation where we can see all the other rules still apply. So in this scene, we've got the red vessel wanting to cross the traffic lanes. We know she's got to do so on a heading as nearly as practicable at right angles to the general direction of traffic flow. She's got herself in that position already. The passenger vessel is following the northeast lane, and the blue bulk carrier is following the southwest lane. Now, the first situation, of course, the passenger vessel has to come round and give way. It's still a crossing situation, even though it's a traffic separation scheme. The fact that it's a traffic separation scheme just determines where the vessels are and the angle that the red one has to cross at. Once she gets into this second situation, of course, the red one becomes the give way vessel, and she has to come round for the other vessel. She's still trying to cross at right angles, but the crossing situation rule still applies. And that brings us to the end of Rule 10. We've seen how traffic separation schemes are different to normal situations, but all the other rules still apply. If you found the information useful, thumbs up is always appreciated. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them below. And to stay up to date with all videos that I publish, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Okay. So, how is this different from Rule 9?
Sir, traffic separation scheme adopted by the IMO.
Anything else? So the first part is the TSS should be adopted by the IMO. So that is the first part. So we have the TSL, we have the TSZ, the zone, the line, and we have the inshore traffic zone. So this is the inshore traffic zone. This is the traffic separation line. This is the traffic separation zone. Inshore traffic zone. This is TSL. So I have a vessel which is a power-driven vessel. And I have a vessel which is a power-driven vessel. Now A versus B, which vessel will take action?
Sir, vessel A.
Sir, A.
As per which rule?
As per rule number 10. As per rule number 10I.
I
India,
is
sir.
about a vessel engaged in fishing.
Sorry, sir. Carrying out the operation.
फिशिंग का तो मैंने कुछ बात ही नहीं करी अभी तक. फिशिंग क्यों लेके आ गए? So for A versus B, rule number 15 will apply. crossing situation. So A will take action. B will maintain course and speed. A will take action. What action will A take? Reduce speed. Can A get out and cross the TSL and pass astern of B and by altering course to starboard? Can A do that?
Yes, sir.
2 महीना तड़ी पार सीधा. अगर ऐसा होने लग जाए तो सिंगापुर स्ट्रेट्स में सारे जहाज इधर पहुंच जाएंगे. इनशोर ट्रैफिक जोन में कौन कौन से जहाज होते हैं, अलाउड हैं, मैंडेटरीली?
फिशिंग,
सेलिंग, लेंथ लेस देन 20. ये जहाज मैंडेटरीली यहाँ रहते हैं. इनके लिए, अगर इनके लिए ये बना है तो मैं वहां पहुंच जाऊं उस एरिया में, तो मैं कंफ्यूजन नहीं कॉज कर रहा. So am I allowed to get inside? No, I'm not. I'm not allowed. When can I enter?
Sir,
when can I come into ITZ? As per, please read rule number echo.
If I'm going to Perth.
And please read rule number delta 2. Whenever I am going from this port to this port to port, then I am allowed. Other than that, no. Is this okay with everyone? So when I'm allowed to go from here to here, so when I'm going in Singapore from Indonesia to Pasir Gudang near Changi or vice versa, that I'm allowed. But if I'm just transiting Singapore Straits and I've passed Raffles, can I get into inshore traffic zone? Answer is no. I'll be penalized. Because that is the area for fishing vessel, sailing vessel, and length less than 20. So what action will I take? Reduce speed for Bravo and allow Bravo to pass. And supposing Bravo is not there, I have Charlie. Now for Charlie, what will I do? I will maintain my course and speed. What will Charlie do? Stop engine. She will apply 17 Charlie. She will stop engines. She is a give way for Alpha. She will allow A to pass and then cross. Allow A to pass. Is this okay with everyone? Notice the difference between 9 and 10. In 9, rule number 15, 16, 17 was not applicable. In 10, rule number 15, 16, 17 is applicable. That was the first point of that movie, which was shown to you. Does not relieve any vessel of its obligation under any other rule. Rule number 10, alpha, first line. Adopted by the IMO and does not relieve any vessel of its obligation under any other rule. So 15, 16, 17 lagu hota hai, is applicable. Is this okay with everyone?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
when
sir.
can I enter into ITZ? Whenever I am in case of emergency to avoid immediate danger. So in case I have a main engine failure, what will I do? Hard starboard, go here, drop anchor. This I can do. I can go to this side also. Over here also I can drop anchor. But only in case of emergency. Otherwise, no.
इनकेस मेरा पोर्ट होगा उधर डिस्चार्ज पोर्ट तो भी नहीं जा सकता सर.
अगर आपका पोर्ट इधर है तो जाओगे ना, नेचुरल बात है, फिर तो अंडरस्टूड है. Then तो अंडरस्टूड है. If you are heading for this port to discharge, then obviously you'll go there. There is no other way. We are talking here about routine things. Can you do it as a routine measure? No.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, this area is a fishing area. This area is also a fishing area. And this area is also a fishing area. So fishing vessels can do fishing here. Fishing can be done here. This is also a fishing area. Fishing area. Fishing area. These are all fishing areas. That is why whenever you're in passing TSS, you'll always find fishing vessels going, but they're supposed to keep clear of you. But they'll be going for these areas to do their fishing because that is their livelihood. You cannot steal their livelihood. Haji, any doubts now?
सर यहाँ पे ओवरटेकिंग की कोई बात नहीं हुई है सर.
यहाँ पे ओवरटेकिंग कोई बात नहीं हो रही है. So रूल 13 लागू होता है. रूल 13 की तरह आप ओवरटेकिंग करोगे.
Okay, sir.
So therefore you'll normal rule 13 rules will apply. So your obligations remain. You are a faster vessel, you will keep clear of the slower vessel. Simple rule. Faster vessel will keep clear of the slower vessel.
Okay, sir.
Any other doubt? Is this okay? Clear है?
सर ये सेकंड लास्ट जो पॉइंट है इसका रूल का, उसमें रिस्ट्रिक्टेड इन आवर एबिलिटी टू मैनूवर व्हेन एंगेज इन एन ऑपरेशन फॉर द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ सेफ्टी ऑफ नेविगेशन. सो इसमें सारे रैम वेसल्स आएंगे सर कि कोई पर्टिकुलर वेसल?
Only this particular ram which is carrying out safety. कोई बॉय को रिप्लेस कर रहा है, बॉय में बल्ब चेंज कर रहा है, बॉय में रेडार रिफ्लेक्टर फिट कर रहा है, बॉय की पेंटिंग कर रहा है.
ओके सर. सो मतलब कि अगर जैसे टग है और रैम है वो
और नॉर्मल रैम है तो शी इज नॉट अलाउड.
ओके सर.
शी इज नॉट. नॉर्मल NUC है, नो. शी गॉट नो बिजनेस टू एंटर द TSS. A normal dredger, she got no business to disturb the navigation. Normal aircraft carrier landing and taking aircrafts, no business. So only this one, only this ram. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo, let's stop here.